Even though the animal kingdom can be harsh at times, many animals have the same maternal instinct as humans do. After a mother orangutan had her baby kidnapped while she was weak, suffering from a painful rash, a wildlife group that was nurturing her back to health found the baby and decided to reintroduce her to the mother. But after a long time of not seeing each other, it was a risk that the mother wouldn't remember her. But luckily she did. When a 9-week-old leopard cub was found in a sugarcane field, the Forest Department and Wildlife SOS Rescue Organization rushed to help in order to attempt to reunite the cub with his worried mother. And you can see the relief of the mother leopard when seeing her baby safe and sound. An amazing story comes from a man who rescued a lioness from a circus and took her to a rescue organization. This is the incredible moment the lioness was reunited with the man who raised her as a cub. After a baby monkey got lost and came back, his dad rejected him at first, but the mother embraced the baby monkey and gave him a strawberry. When 2 babies were saved from an overcrowded farm that wasn't feeding them or giving them drinking water, it caused them to be separated from their mom for 2 weeks. This is the goat's mom about to reunite her babies after weeks of not seeing them and can barely contain her excitement. When a bear cub got lost in the mountains, he finally saw his mom, but she was at the top of the hill. And well, despite the odds being nearly impossible of a baby bear being able to climb such a steep angle, the cub showed resilience and refused to give up, despite repeatedly sliding down. After a lion attack, a female cheetah loses her cubs, while tricking the lions to follow her, so her cubs have a chance to survive. And well, the brave mother cheetah went back to the area hours later to see if she was able to find her babies, and happy family reunion occurred. At a zoo in Taiwan, one of the giant pandas had difficulty at birth, so the zookeepers had to make sure the cub was okay. And after giving him some milk and checking the vitals, they took the baby to meet his mother, and it is adorable to watch. An incredibly sad moment happened when a lioness got separated from her pride and hasn't seen her family in days. But in a very happy turn of events, she was able to be reunited with everyone she loves. A not-so-known fact is that despite sharks having a reputation for being mindless, stomach-driven creatures, they actually have amazing intellectual capabilities and the ability to retain certain information for years. After a diver removed a hook from a shark and became friends with her, due to the pandemic he couldn't visit her for over a year. And well, when Jim came back, he was astonished to see that his favorite shark not only remembered him, but was excited to see him. At a zoo in Indiana, a red panda had 3 babies, one which had a respiratory condition that meant he had to be fed manually by a person until grown. This is the cub after a few months reuniting with the family once again. When a baby elephant was following his herd, he fell into a man-made well and got stuck in there for hours until a group of villagers saw him and helped the baby elephant out. And well, they played with him for a few hours, and then the mom came back to look for him and he sprinted towards her. In Green Bay, an anxious mother was desperate when her duckling fell in a drain, and that's when the firefighter got in a mission to reunite the mother with her ducklings. Even though for a panda to have twins is extremely rare, a 1 in a billion moment happened for the first time in known history. A panda had triplets, and is the only known case in which the triplet cubs had survived, since the newborn mortality rate among pandas is extremely high. Here's the mom reuniting with the triplets after they were being taken care of to ensure survival. An incredibly wrong act committed by a neighbor happened when he stole 9 puppies from a family who owned the mother because he was annoyed by the barking and just dumped them in the middle of nowhere. Luckily, a rescue organization found them, and 1 week later were able to track the family who owned them, and they said the mom dog didn't stop crying all week. And well, this is the reunion after weeks of separation. Even though elephants don't have the greatest eyesight, they never forget a face when they see it. After a baby elephant was kidnapped for 3.5 years by a tourism elephant riding service, the mother never thought she'll get to see her baby again. But after a rescue team found her, coincidentally her mother was at the same sanctuary.
Turn down and to show that how much they see each other, how much they had talk, but in that minute.
When 4 leopard cubs wandered to a farm meant for crops, one of the farmers called the forest department and a rescue service group, and they checked on the cubs, and later successfully were able to reunite them with the mother. This is a female orphan bear who was rescued by a wildlife center, being reunited with the caretaker who raised her. It's no secret that dogs are the best companions. In Turkey, a dog got separated from his owner when he had to go into the hospital to get treated. And well, the doggo waited outside the hospital for hours, but it was taken home by the family. But later he escaped home and went back to the hospital to wait for his owner. And this is the beautiful reunion after waiting for days. After a wildfire separated these 2 baby cub brothers from each other, the organization that rescued and nurtured them back to health didn't believe the brothers would be able to recognize each other. But well, when they got to see each other again, they couldn't stop hugging.
So they were nose to nose for a second.
Oh, it was like nothing was different. This is their version of hugging.
And allowing me just to be a small part of this completely successful operation before they can be released.
A heartbreaking moment to watch is a baby otter who got lost and wandered far from home to look for his family. And after searching all day, he was getting tired and couldn't find them. Luckily, a group of people found him and made sure he was fed and looked for his family. A not-so-known fact is that cows have a maternal instinct that's almost tantamount to that of a human mother. So when they get separated, they will cry for days searching for their baby. After spending her entire life in a dairy farm, a cow was taken to a sanctuary to be saved. But the rescuers didn't understand why she wouldn't stop crying. And then after a long debate, they figured out she was desperate to see her baby again, which they didn't know she had one. So they returned to the farm and managed to find the baby, and the reunion was incredibly heartwarming.
To her, they walked away together and they've been inseparable since.